It is my pleasure to present the Allstate Sugar Bowl trophy to Coach Marcus Freeman and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
What is up, everybody? I am Benjamin Walters.
And I am Sean Moerty.
And this is the Two Irish Brothers Show.
Can I hold on? Yeah! Woo! First time since the 1994 Cotton Bowl, a major bowl trophy is coming to South Bend. I had to get that out of there, Ben. Go ahead.
Very nice. Very nice. Before we have some fun and recap this awesome game that happened, want to take a quick moment to go on a more somber note. Our thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to Kirby Smart and his family. Yeah. His father fell and broke his hip during the funness that was the Sugar Bowl a couple days before the game. And he has been hospitalized since, and the surgery did not go well, and he ended up actually passing away. So, not only do you lose the game, but you also lose your dad. And that happened early this morning, in the wee hours of the day. So, our thoughts and prayers are definitely with the Smart family. It's, a bigger thing than football itself. So, yeah, that's just absolutely awful. I saw that this morning, and I wanted to hit it real quick. And we have nothing but admiration for the Bulldogs. So,
yeah, I did see that too, and I'm not trying to just ignore that or anything.
But yeah, so on to the fun stuff. Yeah, man, like we got it done. We got it done. The monkey, if you will, is off of our back now. We won our first major game against Indiana, if you will, but it was Indiana, and like to not take anything away from them because they were an 11-1 team coming into that game. To beat Georgia is a task. I mean, let's just be honest. This is a team that almost repeated. This is the cream of the crop, platinum status. So the fact that we beat them and the way we beat them is absolutely incredible and deserves some notoriety and respect. And, people can make the jokes all they want, but the jokes just don't hit like they once did.
No, you do have some people still trying to do that, still trying to downplay the fact that we won this game and it was because of this or it was because of that and so on. Well, just stop.
Yeah.
This team beat a really good Georgia team. So just stop the hating and give some respect to the ones who are doing that, which it's not a lot of people who are doing it.
Right.
It's just unbelievable. Like every time this Irish team wins a big game.
Oh, the excuses.
There's always it's always a lose-lose with some people out there because if we win the game, they're like, oh, well, clearly Georgia wasn't that good. Or if we were to lose the game, they're like, well, you guys didn't belong. So it's just, with some people, it's just a lose-lose. Right. And those people just have no class at all. Like there was a Michigan fan on our X page that we came across that still, I mean, listen, a rivalry aside, when a team does something great, you should take a moment to show a little bit of class and give that team some respect when they've earned it. But if you can't do that at all just because of a rivalry, I mean, hey, we did it. We gave Michigan nothing but props when they won the national championship.
Yeah. And that's even shrouded in, allegations. So there's that. But I've seen a couple things where if Gunnar Stockton hadn't played and it was actually Carson Beck, Georgia would have won. But I mean, was that not the same line that protected Carson Beck? And did we not get to Gunnar Stockton through that offensive line? I mean, one of the plays we literally bullied the line and got a fumble. That would have been the same situation with Carson Beck. And Stockton made some throws too. And ball was dropped or we had good pass coverage or whatever. So I don't want to hear, the whole, well, you guys didn't beat the team that should have been. I mean, it's the same with, like, we heard about it with Clemson when we beat Clemson when DJ came in for Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Dude, DJ threw for like 400 yards against us. I mean, Trevor Lawrence was doing that every game too. So, like, what do you mean we didn't beat a good team? Because, like, so, yeah, it's stupid. But we won the game, man. And now we're in the semifinals. It is incredible. And our defense played lights out. Like, let's just start there. Like,
this one was defense and special teams, man.
And it was both defenses. And we knew this. We knew this coming into this game. Like, even the pundits, even the people at ESPN, CBS, whatever, were saying this is going to be a defensive battle. These offenses are going to be struggling a little bit. It's going to be a task. And it was. It was. I mean, it was.
Well, I mean, and people are going to look at the stats to this game, like especially from our running backs, and be like, "Well, hey, where was Love? Where was Price?" I mean, this is no slouch of a defense.
No.
Same with their running backs.
Yeah. Well, Jordan Love got knocked out with an injury too, so there's that. But
but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, they had 109 yards gained, 47 lost for a net of 62 yards rushing wise. 234 passing yards for 1 touchdown. Gunnar Stockton was sacked 4 times. And then, like, on our side of things, Riley Leonard was the leading rusher with 91 yards. So,
and I know that his passing stats don't look the best, but this goes back to that making plays, man. And really what this whole game comes down to is what you said in the preview to this game. The team who makes the least amount of mistakes wins the game.
Yep.
Well, that's where we came through. We came through, forced a couple of turnovers.
Yep.
The key one that was right before the half. I mean, yes, we forced a fumble that stalled the Georgia drive previously when they were inside our red zone. Yep. But that one right before the half
was huge.
That was the difference maker right there in this whole game.
Absolutely huge.
But thing is, yeah, Riley only passed for 80 yards, but he had the 1 touchdown pass.
Right. Well, in our defense, once again, we weren't having to drive the entire field. That's the other thing, too. Like, you don't have to throw the ball all over the place because you only got 20 yards, 15 yards, 45 yards to go. And that's what we were doing by getting these turnovers. So there's also that. There's that side of things. And like that kickoff return for a touchdown that scored our points. Instead of us getting the ball on 25, 30-yard line and having to march the entire length of the field, we took it back for a touchdown. So, and Georgia didn't have those situations. So, yeah, Georgia's numbers are going to be more inflated, with Stockton throwing for 234 yards because they got the ball every time and had to drive 80 yards a drive. So, yeah, it just shows how deep our defense is because we're missing key guys and our team because we're missing a couple offensive linemen too. Yeah. So it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And we punched Georgia in the mouth. Like I'm going to be like, blow for blow, we were going toe to toe with the heavyweight in the beginning of that game.
Yeah. So all I know is what we've done this season, especially in this postseason here, and we still got 2 more tasks to go. Well, right. One guaranteed. One of those is guaranteed.
Guaranteed against Penn State. Yeah, we got to get past Penn State, and we're not,
But don't anyone ever say that we're not capable of winning the big game.
Yeah.
Okay. It took 31 years. I said 30, but 31. Yeah. Whatever. It took 31 years, but we have finally broken that major bowl game losing streak.
And it isn't like we haven't beaten big name teams because
no. But I'm just talking like in the postseason.
Right.
It's like
it's absolutely incredible. I still think, Georgia had some issues, obviously, We saw the stats, but Georgia's still a damn good team. And I am very certain, you can call this way too early predictions, I am very certain that us and Georgia will be in the playoffs next year.
Oh yeah, they'll bounce back.
They're I'm not taking anything away from Georgia. Some of these Georgia fans, and the fan base is getting a little divided, and I'm going to go to bat for the Georgia fan base for a second. I'm seeing some Georgia fans going, well, is Kirby Smart really the coach we want? And really, bro? Really? Like, you almost went and three-peated with Georgia. Like, unstoppable, was punching Alabama in the mouth. Like, and really, you're questioning your head coach? Like,
I can understand
questions. You can tell which Georgia fans have been through it and which Georgia fans jumped on the bandwagon, seeing comments and shit like that. Like, it's just absolutely asinine and stupid to say things like that. The guy that literally brought because Mark Richt did an okay job. Like, he really got them, kind of like Brian Kelly, got them back on the map, got them over, that hump of not being able to beat big name teams from time to time. But Kirby Smart got him over that hump into the national championship and then a title.
See,
you can't. I
can understand
coordinators. That's the stupidest thing in the world. I'm sorry.
I can understand being pissed off at coordinators. I get that. But your head coach, how long has Kirby been there for now?
10 years?
Yeah,
close to 10. I want to say close to 10.
Okay. Well, bottom line is he's been there for a while.
When did we play? Well, hey, when did we play? Okay, we played Georgia
the first time
in South Bend.
That was 2017.
2016. 2017.
2017.
Kirby Smart was the head coach then.
Okay.
So that was at least 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So, because that was one of his big wins at the time, like one of his first big wins,
Well, the bottom line is
he's on the road.
He's been there for a while. He's won you 2 national championships, and you're starting to question him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You see the ones who just came along for the ride when the team got hot.
Yeah. And then there's people like Magnum and my buddy Jeer who, they've been through it. They've seen the ups and downs. Yeah. They've, and they're the ones that deserve it. Like when the team wins the championship, that elusive championship, those are the ones that deserve it, not the people that are questioning all that. But let's get back on Notre Dame track. The other big thing is Freeman outcoached Kirby Smart, since we're talking about Kirby Smart. Like, he can whine all he wants about the 11-man shift and all that.
On the punt,
BS. But multiple times, Freeman and staff made phenomenal play calls. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. The reverse that we did was excellent. Some of the defensive play calls that we did, the blitzes and coverages that we did were absolutely great. I mean, Al Golden is the gold standard, pun totally intended. Like, because I was questioning Al Golden for a minute at the beginning of the season, and now, no. Like, nope. And same with Denbrock. Like, Denbrock brought the heat, and we handled business. Like, the absolute most beautiful play, in my opinion, offensive-wise, was when we looked like we were going to run, and Riley Leonard threw that ball over the middle for the touchdown in the half.
Yeah, both
Georgia bit so hard on that. It was absolutely, and justifiably so, because that we have a tandem of running backs that, are going to kill you or try to kill you. So beautifully executed. And that was not something we were seeing at the beginning of the season. Like, this team has come so far since the beginning of the season. Eked out the win against A&M and then that lost to NIU. We're just not the same team. We're not. And it's great. It's phenomenal.
That was the prime example of waking up the Eagles. And I'm not saying that even if we didn't lose in week 2, I'm not saying that we wouldn't still have gone on to do what we're doing now, but that definitely lit a spark.
It was a rallying cry, for sure.
Yes, it was.
For sure. We beat Georgia. It's on to the next one. We can't stay too
you can't celebrate too long.
Too long. Yeah. We can't stay on cloud 9 for too long. It's back to business. And it's another across the country trip for both teams. I mean, Penn State goes down the coast, but and we're coming from the Midwest, if you will. So down to Miami, down as about far south as you can go before you've hit another country. So
it's time for that next step, and let's keep it rolling.
The focus shifts. The focus shifts to Penn State, and yet another Big Ten team on the schedule that we got to play. And heck, we could have 2 Big Ten teams if we get past Penn State, and Ohio State takes care of business against Texas. So, or another SEC team with Texas. So,
well, all I know is the focus right now
Penn State
is getting that Orange Bowl trophy.
Yeah,
that's the task at hand right now. The biggest mistake you can make is looking past to the next step.
Yep, we'll have our work cut out for us against Penn State. Mark my words.
So, anyway, guys, with that said. Nothing else left to cover. We got the job done. We won the Sugar Bowl. We've broken that drought. Mm-hmm. So on that note, everyone, I'm Sean Moriarty.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
And as we always say, good night, God bless, and go Irish.
Go Irish, baby.